A disability is something that has a major impact on your life.
Every disability is different.
And it's never the same thing for two people. I am blind in my right eye totally and partially sighted in my left eye.
I was 18 years old. We were traveling way too fast on a gravel road. Broke my neck, my back.
My Asperger's syndrome and my cerebral palsy.
I have anxiety and depression. People would have no idea just talking to me.
Being independent means different things to different people.
I want to live in my own house. I want to pay my own bills.
Live independently and not rely on other people.
When someone is not able to live as independently as they can, it does have a detrimental effect on people's physical and mental well-being.
It's no complicated thing. It's just that people with disabilities want to be included.
Plenty of people get stuck in ruts when they feel like they can't overcome something in their life. That's where LIFTT comes in.
Living independently for today and tomorrow. LIFTT. We help people of all ages and all types of disabilities find the resources or acquire the skills to live as independently as possible.
We serve the southeastern 18 counties here at the Billings office. We have a variety of things that we offer. We can help with grant funding for adaptive equipment.
Maybe a home modification so they're able to access their home. We help people to find that funding.
Helping people apply for Social Security benefits.
Medicaid, Medicare, housing.
They have a peer support group. Peer support, I think, is key.
Sharing life experiences is one of the most powerful things to help people who might be new to disability, who might be struggling with their disability.
Youth transitions is kids that are transitioning out of high school. They need to learn those adulting skills. It might be rent an apartment, learn how to grocery shop, budgeting.
Help someone advocate for themselves in a school or an employment setting. One of our biggest strengths is providing folks with information and referral. If we can't help you, we hope to know who can.
A lot of times we'll have a potential consumer call in and they think that they just have one need, and it turns out that we end up finding 3 or 4 things we can actually do for them.
You can just come in and say, hey, I feel like I have this going on. Can you help me? And we can, which is so cool to me. I love that.
Most of us on staff at LIFTT have identified ourselves as having one or more disabilities. That is helpful in many cases.
It's easier to empathize with someone when you yourself have struggled with a disability.
This is what we specialize in. This is who we are, and this is what we do.
And it costs nothing to go to LIFTT. It's a nonprofit organization and they're there to help.
Somebody that was a consumer that was working with LIFTT was asked to do an art project. He visualized that the balloon helps to lift people up. And then it became the logo, and it's stuck.
There's been success on all kinds of levels.
It's really rewarding to have a consumer go, hey, I was able to do this by myself today.
We want people to live their best life as independent as possible.
Live as everyone else in society and live as a part of society, not apart from society.
Everybody needs help. Sometimes you just need a little more help, and that's okay. That's absolutely okay.
There's plenty of life to live still, and there's a way you can do it. Keep chipping away at it, little by little by little.
Knowledge is power. Let's share it, for crying out loud.
Send us an email, give us a call. We'll do our best to help.
We can definitely help figure out what your needs are and get started on that. We're one of many steps in the path to independence, and we're happy to be serving people here in the community.
Hello and welcome to Living Well in Montana. This is a show sponsored by Living Independently for Today and Tomorrow, or otherwise known as LIFTT. At LIFTT, we help people with disabilities get the resources that they need to live more independently. My name is Anya. I am a diabetes prevention program facilitator and an independent living specialist at LIFTT. And today I have with us Debbie Holeman from Montana State University Extension. Thank you for joining us today, Debbie.
Of course, this is...
We were hoping to talk today about the cooking and nutrition class that we're gonna have at LIFTT starting January 16th. It's a free class, and I just wanted to have you tell the audience more about what this cooking class entails.
Okay. This is through Montana State University Extension, and I'm an educator here in Yellowstone County. And we actually have educators throughout in different counties of our state, and it is actually through the United States, the whole program. So if you know someone that's not in Yellowstone County, they can always look it up. But we present 9 lessons once a week. They run about an hour and a half. We have an education piece. We also have, we do cooking activity in the class, which is really fun. They're always simple, easy, and hopefully you can take the information home and prepare it at your home. We're trying to simplify life.
I love that. And it sounds yummy too. Did you say that they get to take some samples?
Yeah, they get to taste the recipes that we prepare in the class, and we give them the recipes on our website. We do have the recipes if they want to get other recipes. We also have some incentives.
Awesome.
Yeah, and so some of them, I'll just show you right here. So. Our first lesson is introductory. We also talk about getting enough physical activity, whatever your level might be. So at that one, we have a water bottle, and through each class we do shopping or menu planning, shopping, and then so you can save money. With the price of groceries nowadays, it can be very costly unless you do a little planning. So 100%. We have a neat grocery list here. Awesome. We also talk about food safety. So we give you a thermometer to check your foods. We have something for the refrigerator. We talk about each of the food groups or learn about. And so we have measuring cup, measuring spoons, fruit and veggie brush, to make sure your food's safe to eat. And then at the end of 9 lessons, you can earn a certificate, and then we have this lovely recipe book.
Oh, awesome.
That you can take home.
Does that include extra recipes to the ones that you make in class?
Some of them are in here, in that recipe book, but there are some newer ones.
Oh, awesome.
Yeah, so it's all pretty simple, affordable ingredients, so that you don't have to buy some real expensive ingredients to make the recipes. And
I love that you get to kind of teach people, one, to eat healthy, but also how to make it affordable, because I know it can be hard to go into the store and look at and try to find, okay, what is the healthiest or less processed version of this food, and be able to afford it. So I know that's a big thing for people.
And the other part too is we learn how to read the nutrition facts on our foods, because you can't always trust what you see on the front of the package. So if you can learn to, somewhat understand those nutrition labels, that's a big plus.
Yeah, because that's
and
a lot
if you
of numbers.
plan your weekly menu, I say if you have children in your household, have them get involved.
Yeah.
And so everybody gets to possibly choose something that they like. And that way the family can be involved in it. And then when you do go to the grocery store, don't go hungry, and have a plan. Try to stick to your list. And for those that are on a very limited budget, you want to make sure you have enough money till the end of the month or till your next paycheck.
Right.
So a lot goes into it.
Yeah.
A lot of fun.
Yeah. Oh, it sounds like a bunch of fun.
Yeah.
I know you mentioned a couple months ago that during farmers market season that you could get double back SNAP dollars.
Yes.
Is there anything like that through the winter months, or?
You know, not at this time. I think possibly Missoula in Missoula they do, but we don't have really a winter gardeners market.
Yeah.
I'm hoping one day, but through the summer they can earn, if you're on the SNAP, Supplemental Nutrition
Assistance program.
Assistance program, sorry. You go to the market, and it's just at the Gardeners Market at South Park, and you swipe your card. You have to have at least $2, and then, or you can go up to, I think it's 10. They match it. So if you swipe it for 10, you get an extra 10, and through each class that you participate with our program, we give you an extra $10.
Oh, that's
so
amazing.
I mean, it's a big plus. Yeah.
Then you can get some farm fresh foods and support
Yes,
some
yes.
local growers.
Right.
Oh, that's amazing.
Yeah, so we support the community, and so.
Oh, I love it.
Yeah.
Okay, I see you have an Instapot here. Will you tell me
Yes.
about some other incentives you have for the class?
Yeah, so we just got a grant through a nutrition program in Bozeman, and we're able to purchase some Instapots for our participants. So we're hoping this is a great incentive, and I have one, but I just started using it more, and they really can do a lot of things. It's kind of like you can put your ingredients, have it done in a shorter time.
Right.
Yeah.
So if someone's needing, having some barriers to making cooking more feasible, an Instapot would be remove that barrier.
Yes,
completely.
it does. Yes, we have a lot of families that say, "Gosh, I didn't know that it could be so versatile."
Right.
Yeah.
Oh, I love it. I love mine. So, so why would you say you're super passionate about health and nutrition?
Well, it's kind of been a part of my life for most of my life. As a young mom with children, didn't have a big budget, so I learned to, somewhat plan and shop. And so through the years, I had started I worked at Head Start here in Billings, and was able to work under a dietitian that was kind of my mentor through that time. And so what I learned from her years ago is kind of still in place. Yeah, so that's what made me passionate. I like presentation of foods, and then to make healthy choices for my family.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Especially as a mother, I could see it being very important to see how you can make the healthy decisions for your whole family and for cost affordable.
Right.
It's huge.
And health is a big part of our lives nowadays, and so we do. If you can learn to at least get some to make, read some of the nutrition facts to make healthy choices. You don't have to do that every time, but then you get to know. Okay, I know that one is a good choice, and so it really helps.
That's awesome. I appreciate it. So I know that MSU Extension, on top of coming to LIFTT to teach this cooking and nutrition class, you guys go to other institutions to hold classes like this.
Yes, we do. We we work with several. There's 2 other nutrition educators in Yellowstone County. So we have presented classes. Some are community, some are with programs within Billings. Some of them are Friendship House. We do family service. let's see, I'm trying to think, young families. I go in there for with their teens.
Awesome.
And then also I have teamed up with Tumbleweed. I'm not presently doing a class there. Let's see, I'm trying to think of some of the other programs. Billings Urban Indian Health and Wellness Community Center. We are partnering with any nonprofit.
Yeah.
So to help the people that are in their programs to better their lives.
Oh,
yeah.
that's awesome and super generous. That's
And then, of course, LIFTT. I'm excited about that.
Yeah, we are too. I know we've had, since we've started our health and wellness programs just a couple months ago, we've been having exercise classes, which have been awesome. But I know sometimes it can be said that exercise is the easy part of the equation, but the nutrition can be a bigger barrier for people because, one, I feel like the statutes of what is healthy as far as nutrition goes changes, so that way a lot of times we're like, oh, maybe that's not as healthy as I thought it once was, you know, so it can be hard to keep up with those.
Everything.
Yeah.
And because, you know, advertising of certain foods can pull you toward them and might not be the best choice.
Right, yeah. Good marketing.
Yeah.
So so you're having all of these classes all around the community, which is awesome. How can people find where your classes are and get signed up?
Okay, you can go to our website, buyeatlivbetter.org.
Okay.
It'll have a class sign up. You will click on that. It'll show the state of Montana. You can click on the county you're interested in participating in the class. We do have classes in quite a few counties, not every one of them, but click on that. And then you can go where it will have the class listed. So if you went to Yellowstone County, it would have what classes are going on in the community.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah.
Because it can be hard, you know, sometimes when we have these abundance of resources of finding where do I go, how do I get signed up, that can be a huge barrier. So
yeah, and then the other part is contacting you through LIFTT, right?
So all they have to do to get signed up for ours is contact the LIFTT office, and that's how they can get involved. Any consumer is able to get LIFTT services because a lot of people do have visible or invisible disabilities that they may not acknowledge are a inhibitor to their life. So we take even people with depression, anxiety, homelessness counts as a disability.
Awesome.
So
yes.
especially cooking and wellness classes can be a time for them to move their bodies and express themselves and learn these things that may not be a priority for them.
Right.
And that's fine. I think it's a great opportunity. And then they're able to taste their creations too,
Yes.
which is awesome.
Yes, yes.
So what other health and wellness programs does MSU Extension have?
It is part of, through the extension, there's 4-H. I think most people have heard of that, agriculture. We have in Yellowstone County a horticulturist, family and consumer science person. I'm trying to think of all the divisions, but lots of agriculture is a big one, and they also have the gardeners market, or if you want to take a gardening program.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so involved in a lot. It's been an awesome experience for me.
Yeah.
Been there quite a few years, and I just keep learning.
Do you ever get to use the resources from the gardeners market?
You know, I haven't. I'd love to take that. What is it called? The gardeners. They call them. I can't think of it, but it's a pretty extensive gardening learning.
Awesome. Yeah.
Yeah, because I love to plant, flowers and vegetables, and then some of the programs in Billings do have where you can rent a gardening spot.
Oh,
Yeah.
awesome.
Plant your own, and so just a great all-around program.
Oh, awesome.
Yeah.
That's awesome. So I also was going to mention, we were talking about, accessibility, all of these different programs that you guys offer. We at LIFTT are focusing on getting some cooking materials that are accessible, like weighted utensils, spill-free bowls.
Remember you
stuff
had
like
said that.
Yeah, so I feel like that in itself too can make people feel like they can join in and learn something, whereas they might not have been felt safe to do so previously.
Yes,
so
that's awesome.
That's awesome. So do you have any success stories from your program?
Well, I do. I have, after, being involved for about 16 years, a lot of times we're working with families feeding children, and I have a mom that, was struggling financially a little bit, and just working and then having to come home and prepare meals, buy the groceries, and it was just overwhelming. So by taking our classes, one time she came to the class and showed me her grocery receipt by planning, her menu, writing down the groceries that she needed, and going to the grocery store. She was able to save quite a bit and have enough money for the end of the month, so they weren't, awesome. And feeling she was making some healthy meals for her family.
Oh,
yeah,
that's
so
awesome.
that was one of them, and just we've had dads too. That can be a struggle because they're trying to, work and entertain the children, get them to school. So they felt, this one dad in particular said this was really awesome to learn some quick, easy ways to feed my family.
Oh, that's amazing.
Yeah.
Are kids able to come with their parents to the class?
I think adults or the people that do come to the classes, they're able to focus a little more. Sometimes we have had the children come, but it's recommended that if you can come,
okay,
to enjoy the lesson and things like that. Yeah.
No, that's awesome. I know you mentioned exercise is a part of the class too. Can you tell me more about what that includes?
So we actually have a DVD, which probably isn't real. That's kind of old school, but
I love it.
Yeah, this one particular lady, it's through our program. I'm trying to think. Anyway, it's quick and simple. So, and if you're not able, you can kind of gear it down to what you're capable of doing. We're not going to get you up there and make you do something that's very difficult. We might have somebody that, has a hard time standing, or maybe hard time, some muscle weakness. So we ask them just to stand up, even if they're stretching, and just try to make it a part of their day, because we do need that as we get older. And
awesome. So you do kind of exercise in some of the classes?
Yeah, it's supposed to be a part of our actually lessons, for 10-15 minutes, and so it just kind of it's relaxing, and it's according to your ability.
That's awesome. Yeah. So you guys have some kind of modifiers for some exercises in there needed.
Definitely.
I feel like that's awesome because you're getting kind of the best of both worlds in a cooking and nutrition and exercise class.
Yeah.
So you're kind of putting all of them together.
Right.
And it's kind of fun because the more we're talking about success stories, I've heard of some people who they get their extra steps in while they cook.
Yes.
And I think it's great because sometimes we don't have the time that we want to exercise or just get our activity in, whatever.
And I think that's a good word, activity, because it doesn't have to be
extreme.
Yes, but getting steps in too, and knowing kind of where you're, set a goal and work toward that goal. Yes.
Here's my favorite question: is what has been your favorite recipe that you guys make?
Well, one of them that when I first saw the recipe, I thought, oh my gosh, who would even like that? So it's called a groovy green smoothie.
Ooh.
And you have orange juice, 100% orange juice, banana, yogurt, or Greek yogurt, and you put spinach in it.
Ooh.
And a lot of people go, oh my gosh, that sounds horrible. And I did too. At first I thought, who would even like that? And it's one of my favorite. And even people that say, oh, I don't like spinach or whatever, they love it.
Oh, I want some.
Yeah, we'll make that during the class, one of our classes. You get your vegetables and your fruits, you get some dairy, and so wonderful recipe.
Yeah, I think that's why smoothies are awesome. You can throw random stuff in there, and because of the taste of the berries, usually it can make it mask all of
some of the other flavors. Yes, yes.
So I love it.
Yeah.
Okay, that's awesome. We're so excited to have you on January 16th.
And I'm excited too. I'm looking forward to it.
Is there anything else you want the audience to know if they were going to join?
Well, just give Anya a call, and if you can't make it to that, you can either call me or call our office here.
Awesome.
Here in Billings, or you can look on our website and see where else you might be able to join a class.
Awesome. And absolutely free to join.
Yes.
So. Perfect. Well, thank you guys for joining us today for Living Well in Montana, and we hope to see you on January 16th for our cooking and nutrition class.